My dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods, namaste to all. Welcome to the today's session. My sincere pronouns to my beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji. Friends, today we have reached to the 20th day, just last before day of our session 1. This is a batch 1 ending. So we'll have the today's program will be, we'll have discussion about a spiritual concept, a spiritual truth, and then we'll have a small meditation. We'll practice meditation for some time. So we'll also have sharing of everybody's experience during the session. Then we will try to discuss about the holistic lifestyle, any one of the concept, any one of the tip, holistic health tip. Then we'll be ending the session. Okay, fine. So let's discuss about today's our spiritual topic, the spiritual wisdom, what we are trying to understand. For the last 19 days, we have been discussing about various topics, and the including Bhagavad Gita yesterday. So all the spiritual wisdom we are trying to understand, and as we take more and more wisdom from spiritual science, so we will be deepening our practice and faith and our confidence on ourselves, on our sadhana. Okay, so every sadhana is preceded by kind of a spiritual wisdom, or you can say a theory behind it. First, we need to always understand. First, we need to study the textbook, all the spiritual science textbooks, including Bhagavad Gita, Vedas, Upanishads, and many of the masters, many of the great enlightened souls have written the wonderful books, spiritual wisdom books. So, which all we have to read before we proceed to the sadhana. And of course, Swadhyaya, it's called Swadhyaya. So, Swadhyaya is always essential and a part of a daily basis. That means it should be a part of your life. Along with sadhana, spiritual wisdom, reading books, this is Swadhyaya must continue. And along with that, satsang. Satsang is also very important. Whenever you get doubts, where do you approach? You approach your master. You approach your master through the videos, through the audios, through the in-person also. Like the face-to-face conversations with the master will solve all your clarifications and doubts, so that it makes a way, a better path to reach to the self-realization, the ultimate goal of spiritual life. So friends, likewise, so one of the great concepts today we have taken up, so that is reincarnation. Friends, the reincarnation, before to understand this, about the reincarnation, this subject, this particular, the aspect is written and mentioned, stressed very well through the Vedas, through the Upanishads, through the Bhagavad Gita, everywhere. For that matter, so earlier texts, something like we call it as a Buddhism text, Vedas, everywhere this word is very clearly mentioned. So Punarjanmam, that is in Sanskrit, we clearly mention in the Vedas or Upanishad, Punarjanmam, that means in reincarnation. And again, in the Buddhism, they mention as a Nibattin and also Upapatti. That the two words are mentioned in the Buddhism text by Buddha. Okay, likewise, the instance of this reincarnation is very clearly stressed in everywhere in all our ancient scriptures, my dear friends. So probably the Buddha's time and after Buddha's time, every time. So this has been mentioned, discussed, and explained by all the great yogis, all the great masters, my dear friends. So that is why, so this reincarnation is a something, the reincarnation, we also call it as a cycle of birth and deaths. That means coming again, coming here, going back. So it means cycle of birth and death is also called reincarnation, my dear friends. So the reincarnation means is again coming here and going back. So it's a continuously happening. The process is continuous. Okay, right. So the reincarnation, we'll try to understand little more detail. Okay, the reincarnation, or you can say punarjanma. Okay, punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam. That means taking birth and again death happens, again taking birth and death happens. It's a continuous process in the soul evolution. Okay, we already discussed about soul evolution on all, in a different stages of soul. in the earlier classes, part of soul evolution class. I think you might have got the complete concept of it. The soul evolve in the 7 stages, my dear friends. So, in fact, right from the infant soul, and then comes to baby soul, young soul, then comes to the mature soul, old soul, then come to the transcendental soul or vimuktatma, then goes to the infinite soul. Then after that, it may be called as, or there is a last and final stage. It may be 8th stage, but it never happens. It happens only on certain the great purposes. That is called, we call it as a something called voluntary soul. Okay, which may come depend upon the voluntarily it has to come. Soul has to come means that's final stage of soul evolution is voluntary soul. Yes. So, my dear friends, why the reincarnation happens, and what are the various reasons? What are the reasons for the reincarnation of a soul to the Earth planet or any other planet in the universe? Okay. So the reincarnation happens in the two instances, for the 2 reasons. One is, as we discussed in the previous classes. So much more discussion we have done. Law of karma and right, the past life karmas, all these things, right? The first reason is the past life karmas. That means your karmic debt. So that is one reason. Second reason why the reincarnation happens. That is the choice. That is what I said, a voluntary or the birth by choice. Okay, let's understand the first one. So when we understand the first one, what exactly the reason for the birth? So friends, I discussed in detail. So here we have briefly, we can mention here. So what are the past life karmas? In the past life, you have done, right? So all those karmas, you have done it. And the effects of the karmas is always essential. That means law of karma, law of causation. That means that there is a cause, there is an effect also. There is a good karma, there is a good result. The good effect will be there. So likewise, all these karmic effects, whatever you have done in the past life, so to experience, then you will pass away. For example, you have done certain karmas, good deeds and miraculous deeds, or otherwise you did some negative deeds or negative karmas in this life, right? So you carry all these things in your astral body. So as I already told yesterday, and in some other classes, previous class, I mentioned very clearly. See, your astral body carries 4 things: mind, intellect, ego, and chitta. Okay, these 4 things always carried along with your astral body. Even the physical death happens. Okay, so when it goes to the other world, the astral world, obviously these 4 are with it. Okay, when it after spending some time in the astral world, I mentioned last time also, depending upon your punya karma, papa karma, you spend in the lower realms of astral world or the higher realms of the astral world. So that is what the next world available, my dear friends. After physical world, what is the next world available? That is called astral world. So after the physical world, the next is astral world. That is Bhuloka, Bhorloka. Okay. Then goes to, after astral world, then goes to causal world. Then goes to supracausal world. Okay. Then goes to spirit world. So after all the supracausal world, all other higher worlds are called spirit worlds, my dear friends. Okay. So let's understand now the astral world. When you reach, you spend your punya karma, papa karma over there for the large amount of time or minimum amount of time, depends upon your punya karma, papa karma, right? So then that means you lead naraka loka, you will be in the naraka loka or swarga loka. So lower realms of the astral world is called naraka loka. Higher realms of the higher layers or higher realms of the astral world is called swarga loka. Try to understand. All these are points to be noted, my dear friends. Always, if you are progressing in spiritual path, you must note all these points. Okay, you will come across all these points when you are reading books or when you are hearing any master, any other guide, or a mentor, or a spiritual yogi, rishis, all these things. So you'll be coming across all these points, all these topics and words also. Okay. So the lower realms is called Narakaloka, higher realms is called Swargaloka. So depends upon your punya karma, papa karma. You spend the enough time over there, and you get realized yourself that, so I have done all these things, so there's no use of it. Like in the lower worlds, in the Narakaloka, what happens is a dark life. So you'll be spending all your time in the negative karmas, negative results. All those effects you will be experiencing it. You will never be happy over there. You are never. That's why we say that life after death is also there. This is what the life after death, my dear friends. So what life you are experiencing now? All the dark life you're experiencing because of your own past life karmas, right? So because your mind carries all the thing, your mind carries everything. You have intellect with you, you have a ego also. That means ego means what? Ignorance of soul. So whatever the ignorance we have no, we have agna, we have agnana. So we have no jnana. So that is called ignorance. And also when it comes to the point of understanding chitta, Chitta will also be there. Chitta means all your whatever the earlier life actions, feelings, whatever those karmas, whatever the things you have done, all the memories of those things is called chitta. Okay, so mind means understanding. Mind means thinking process. So intellect is always understanding process. Okay, these all four things, four faculties will be there with your astral body. I explained in the previous class also. So here now what happens is you will be experiencing either naraka or Sargaloka, then what will happen? It's enough, enough is enough. You decide now. Enough is enough. There's no purpose of there's no further to stay over here. Okay. So then what will happen? You try to go, you enter into the causal world. So your death happens in astral world also. In astral world, there's no question of learning. There's no more, you can try in the higher realms of the astral world, but what will happen is it takes longer time. You say it takes very long time because what happened? There are no situations, there are no environment to learn faster like Earth planet, my dear friends, or Earth planet, any other planet in the universe. So if you come to the physical planet, physical Earth planet, you have many situations, you have many the various types of circumstances through which you will learn faster. Okay, it can be art, or it can be a profession, it can be a job or business, or you can do many of the things here with your own intelligence and awareness. Then you can learn faster. If you, instead of going to negative way of your negative growth, you can turn into positive growth, miraculous growth. Everything is possible on the Earth planet, my dear friends. So then let's understand once astral death happens, then it's entered to the causal world. So what happens in the causal world? I'm repeating once again the same wisdom what we said earlier. So once the soul with, so friends, here in all the stages your soul is always there. I told you yesterday in the class, the soul is the core around which all these 7 layers of bodies are always there with you. The physical body is set away, physical body is gone, etheric body is gone, right? Then comes to the astral body. Now astral body is also gone. Now goes to the causal world. In the causal world, what happens? So always you find the root cause for your purpose of birth, the previous birth, and next birth, the birth also, you will be deciding. So what is the kind of the root cause, what is the kind of cause you are searching for? You will be deciding a purpose of life. You will prepare the blueprint. So friends, so here one thing you need to understand. When it comes to the astral world, so in the astral world also, once you are spending your time over there, then you are now going to the causal world to plan for next birth, right? So when you go to there, so there is called something called your soul family, right? So what happens? There are group of souls, they form together as a one family, my dear friends. So in one family, whatever the soul family, it's called soul family. In fact, 7 souls form a one particular something called family. That's called soul family. 7 souls together formed a one family. That is called soul family. 7 families together, they form it as a one group. That's a soul group, my dear friends. 7 groups form it as a one clan, CLAN. So one, that's also name. That's the name given in the higher worlds. So 7 groups called as they formed as a one clan. 7 clans form as a one nation. So 7 nations together, they form it as a soul grand clan. So the soul grand nation. So soul grand nation, they form it as. So likewise, what happens, my dear friends? So the immediate guide which is available for you, it is called as a higher self, over self, or a guide for you. It is a guide for you. So what happens when you are deciding your the cause of the birth, the purpose of the next birth? What happens? You will always take the help from your soul family. In the soul family, one of them will act as a guide for you. So the higher masters were all existing in the causal worlds, right? So what happens? They will be acting as a life guide. So a guide, soul guide for you. So now what happens? So as I explained earlier, so there is something called Chitragupta, and Yamadharmaraja. So I already explained you in the Puranas and the scriptures has mentioned about it. So, but it is not similar to so. It is actually more of like mythological concept. But actually, to speak as in the spiritual perspective, Adhyatmika Shastra, then what happens over there? So you have Akashic records. The all Akashic records is the great text. It's like kind of a recorded storage available of all your experiences of past lives, right? All the karmas what you have done, the effects of what you have received, and what are negative action, negative thinking, negative actions, and negative words. So whatever you experience, whatever you have done in the past life, the complete review is stored in the recording format. That's called Akashic records. Okay. So now what happens is you will enter into the Akashic records. So in your own Akashic records will be replayed in front of you. So then you'll go through the entire the series of the sequence of all your karmas and your past life experiences. Then basing on which, so you will also understand with the help of your soul guide, you will be guiding you all the time during the Akashic records preview also. So then what will happen is you will understand that what karma I have done, what effect of that karma is, and what are the deeds I performed over there. So you review everything, but you went with one purpose of life that in that previous life also, the purpose of life is, so the purpose of life is gone into the other track. That means a different track you have gone into. You never met that purpose of life. So it means you sidetracked. Basically, you are misled. So when you are misled in the previous life, your purpose of birth was not fulfilled or achieved, my dear friends. So your purpose was not fulfilled. So you went with the purpose of what? You went to the purpose of reducing your anger. For example, I'm giving an example. So in the past birth, you had great anger before one birth, right? You found that the anger has to be reduced. Because of anger, you might have killed somebody, you might have done the great negative karma. So then the next birth you decide, I want to reduce this anger. It means I want to come out of this arised. One of the arised vargas I told you. So this is the anger, krodha, kama, krodha, right? Lobha, moha, mada, macharya. So one of that quality you want to greatly control, bring it under your control of your soul. So then you went there again. You forgot your purpose of birth. You forgot because of the earthly, worldly affairs. So then you forgot it and you misled it. Again you go back. Then you will review everything. Again you will review. Then you take again one more birth, my dear friends. So this is the continuous evolution, my dear friend. This is soul evolution. It's a continuous, no more break, no more stop. Okay. So only you can retain the astral world for some time. In the causal world, you can never retain, my dear friends. The causal, once you go in the causal world, your purpose of life will be review. The earlier birth is reviewed in the Akashic records, through Akashic records. That means, friends, try to understand whatever you do on the earth planet, right? On this earth planet, physical earth. So with your body, with the embodiment of your physical body, you never think that is not recorded. Slightest, the small karma from thinking. I'm telling you, be very conscious, be aware of what you are doing here. Manasa, vacha, karmana. That means what you are thinking, what you are speaking, what you are doing, everything is recorded in the Akashic records. That is through your subconscious mind, your own subconscious mind, my dear friends. Always soul is with you. That means soul consciousness with you, which is covered by 7 bodies, right? As which I explained in the previous class. So part of the astral body, there is a chitta. Chitta means what? Subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is always there, which will be regarding everything. But you can't preview here. You can preview only the causal world. Okay. So all that subconscious mind is opened up. That is a part of your Akashic record, which will be reviewed over there. So, friend, that's why we have to be very, very, very cautious, very, very conscious and cautious, and be aware what you are doing on this earth planet. So let's understand more about causal world. So what will happen? You decided a purpose of birth again with the help of your soul guide, who is also called lower self and higher self, right? Then you take birth again. That means the causal world is in the causal body is always there with you. Causal body is already there. Then causal body is not dead. You are in the causal world. In the same causal body, then comes to the astral world. So there again, there is a system of giving one more astral body to you. Your earlier astral body is died. Then they'll give one more astral body to you. So we are take that layer with you. The soul will again take that astral body every time, my dear friends. The 4 bodies will be given to you every time. Sorry, there are 3 bodies will be given to you all the time. Causal body is always there. Only astral body, etheric body, physical body. These 3 are the bodies. In every birth, you will be getting only these 3 bodies, my dear friends. So now you take one more astral body with all the karmic blueprint, whatever the blueprint you have designed, the help of your soul guide, which is also called higher self. Then come to the astral world, then take astral body with the help of the system over there. So after that, what happens? There are masters, of course. There are masters to guide you. There are masters to mentor you in the astral world also, always, right? So they give astral body, you will wear the astral body, then come to the, when you come to the mother womb, there the formation of etheric body starts. The etheric body starts on its own with the help of ether from the cosmos, my dear friends. Around your physical body, it keeps happening. Okay. So then what happens? Now you came to the Earth planet, right? So, but friends, before coming to the Earth planet, what happens is, as a part of your blueprint, you choose your parents, you talk to your soul of the mother, right? From the causal world itself. So the communication starts happening with your mother. So with your mother, it starts happening in such a way that you are taking birth again through her womb, right? So if you want to come to, suppose for example, you want to come to my house. So do you take a kind of a pre-approval, or suddenly you will enter? Suddenly you will enter, it's called a kind of encroachment, right? Soul encroachment, which I explained already. That is called bhutha, or we call it as a ghost, all these things, my dear friends. That is a sudden encroachment. That is not the avahana. We say that avahana, bhuta, ghost, all these things. That is not the one. Here, what you are going to do is, you are going to take the permission of mother, pre-approval. So as so and so birth I am taking. So this is what I am looking for, the support from you, right? So when mother gives permission in her astral travel, in her sleep, right? In her sleep, when she is sleeping, she also comes with the astral body out. She takes the astral body during the sleep, during the dreaming condition. She comes out. At that time, you will take an approval. You will take an approval. You will talk to that soul with the astral body. She came, right? So in the causal world, you will have a communication with her astral body, and she gives an approval. Then you come and enter into the mother womb. What happens? So because of fertilization of egg, so then that means a fetus will start growing in the mother womb, right? So when it starts growing at the month of 3rd or 4th month, this particular soul, that means this soul will enter into the the womb, inside to the fetus, that the egg what is growing, the fetus, it enters into the at the 3rd month to 5th month, my dear friends. So then the actual life starts. Okay. So with that, what happened? All your organs getting built. See, when the soul enters into the fetus, from then your physical organs gets built, my dear friends. So how? Basing on your karmas, for example, in one of the life, you have made a great injury for the other person, right? So this life, what happened? You don't want to have a leg for you or a hand. No leg, or no leg is cut off. So that means you born as a physically disabled by birth itself, or you are done a great harm to somebody, their eyes are gone, or they got dumb or deaf or whatever, right? Because of that, what happened? With the karma blueprint, the design of the blueprint, you got it now into this mother womb. So in the birth itself, at the time of birth itself, your eyes are dead. I mean, your eyes are what you can say, deaf. So blind. Then otherwise your ears are deaf. So likewise, you take a birth. So it means you are building the organs, because it depends upon the blueprint carried with the soul. So you are building organs yourself. Friends, these are entirely happening with your own with your own concept, with your own blueprint, my dear friends. Here nobody is there to guide you. When once enter into the mother womb, you yourself will be building the structure, like how you build one building, or a 2-story or 3-story house. How you build? You have one blueprint, you have one design, you have plan. So you approach the plan, the same plan you will be implementing here. So same way, You carried one blueprint from the causal world. So that you'll be implementing and making your own body in your own choices, whatever you want to have organ, this organ, that organ should work. Otherwise, it should be dead, permanently throughout the life. Until unless you get a self-realization, it will never work, my dear friends. So that is the kind of body you will build, and then it will come out of your mother womb. Then you start living on the physical earth planet, my dear friends. So this is what's going to happen as a part of rebirth. Okay. So try to understand this. So now you came back to the earth planet and you start doing the all the kind of things, friends. So as a part of astral body, first of all, as I told you, the astral body enters into the along with the soul, the astral body you take it in the astral worlds and then come to the physical womb, right? So soul will enter into the physical womb. Before coming to the physical womb, so try to understand the astral body has got about 19 organs, my dear friends. So however, your physical body is there, right? The physical body has got so many organs. Your brain is there, eyes are there, nose is there, like tongue, and inside a lot of other organs like liver, kidney, pancreas, so many things are there, right? So these are called physical organs. What about astral organs? There are astral organs also. Try to understand. Okay. So there are 19 organs, my dear friends. The first organs is, so as I told you, so the first thing is mind. I told you mind, right? Earlier, 4 parts are there in the part of mind. So that means the mind is with the mind. The 4 parts are with the astral body always. Even when you are taking again rebirth, so it also has that 4 parts already retained with it. That is chitta, ahankara, right? Intellect, and then other comes to ego. So ego and intellect and mind, and then the final comes to the chitta. Chitta means subconscious mind. So these 4 will be always with that. That is 4 part. That means 4 organs, right? Now discussed. So there are 19 organs, my friend. Then comes to life systems. There are five parts of the life system. One is prana, that is respiratory, apana, excretory, vyana, circulatory, samana, digestive, udana, that holds physical body till the last time. So friends, these are the life system. 5 parts are there. Try to understand. Then means 4 plus 5, 9. So then comes to indriyas. In indriyas also, there are 10 indriyas, my dear friends. One is what? The first is pancha, that is pancha jnanendriyas. Then other 5 are karmendriyas. Okay, what are the pancha karma, the pancha jnanendriyas? Okay, pancha indriyas, jnanendriyas. The senses, that's called senses of sense organs, right? Your eyes and your ears and tongue, the 3. Then 4th comes to the ears are there, eyes are there, tongue is there, then your skin is there. So okay, so these 5 organs are there. 5 organs are sense organs. Okay, understand? So eyes and ears and nose and tongue and skin. Then duty organs. Duty organs means karmendriyas. Okay, they are 5 again, 5 number. Hands are there, legs are there, mouth is there, respirator is there, excretory organs. So friends, all these 19 organs are part of your blueprint, that is your astral body as well. So they'll come and direct the same blueprint, whatever you decided in the causal world, in the blueprint of your physical body. Friends, your physical body, how it should be, how it has to be after coming out of mother womb, it is decided in the causal world. Try to understand. The causal world itself is decided. So that same blueprint gets into the astral body. The same astral body comes into your mother womb. So that means what? The same blueprint, whatever you decided, all these 19 organs with the astral body will be directly go and replicate in the physical body of your mother womb, my dear friends. So then that is what you decided there. Same thing will implement here. See, you are building one construction building you are doing. Whatever the blueprint is there, you will follow that more or less. So there may be some exceptions, like for example, a particular the soul or astral body comes into the physical womb. What will happen? Sometimes suddenly the death happens in the fetus itself. Because what happened? So there is a plan. That again, that's also a plan. That's also a blueprint, right? So the mother womb, you are coming inside in contact. So there's a kind of karmic debt with her mother, with his or her mother. That means she has to experience that pain. So what is the pain of a death? It takes place at the fetus level. Something happens, no? Then the soul will again go back. That's also a blueprint you have taken, and you have given a great experience to your mother. So the mother goes through undergo that great karma. So she gets relief of that. She has to undergo. A lot of pain is there, a lot of suffering is there, the mental suffering, physical suffering, everything happens, my dear friends. Okay. So a lot of disappointment, right? So a lot of anxiety and gets into the some kind of a stress. All this happens because of our own karmic relief, the part of karmic relief. That is why everything happens in this earth planet to mother or a child or whatever, to anybody, for that matter, for any soul which is experiencing on this earth planet, it's all of a constant progression. Nothing to worry about it. You should never worry for anything to happen in the earth planet, my dear friends. Only thing is you have to be cautious about manasa, vacha, karmana, trikarana suddhi, which ensures the proper evolution of a soul, the disciplined growth of your spirituality. It happens in every life if you are aware of this trikarana suddhi, manasa, vacha, karmana. Okay, so friends, this is the part of the astral body, right? So now let us try to recap. So recap the final summary of the reincarnation process, right? So let's understand. A voluntary soul, that means infinite soul, right? How the rebirth happens. The first rebirth happens because of karmic debts, the karmic bondage. I explained it so far. Okay, the entire reincarnation process, the rebirth process also explained you, right? How the astral body comes, how it goes, and how choose and everything. No, all that I explained you. The second one is there is something called the birth by choice. It's called the voluntary rebirth, my dear friends. That happens only when the infinite soul, or so-called the voluntary souls, right? The great evolved souls, right? The great masters, they reincarnate on the earth planet whenever there is a disturbance in the dharma. So dharma need to be established on this earth planet, they will come. Okay, so they want to teach the entire world a specific wisdom, so they will also come here. So there is some particular purpose, with the intervention, with the suggestion or with the instruction of the Paramatma, that means the supreme intelligence, this infinite souls will take birth again on the earth planet, and they will do the great work, only social work. My dear friends, this birth is only for doing a social work. That is the social contribution to the entire planet Earth. They will come and they lead their life. They mentor everybody. They guide all the people spiritually, and then they leave again. So this is called voluntary birth, my dear friends. This is the birth by choice. Okay. So now let's recap the summary. The entire summary will take. So there are two ways, my dear friends. There is a voluntary soul is coming into the earth planet. Okay. What it does, the voluntary soul is evolved soul, right? So where it takes a birth, it is actually decided not in the causal world. For the voluntary souls, they already reached to the spirit world. That is Paramatma. They are in the Satyaloka, and below that Mahaloka, then below that Tapoloka. Tapoloka, Mahaloka, Satyaloka. These are the three worlds which are called spirit worlds, higher lokas, my dear friends. There only the realized souls will be, they'll be doing a lot of sadhana. They'll be having only the kind of always the practice of meditation and sadhana. They'll be always there. So these three worlds are there, right? So what happens is the choice of voluntary soul takes place in the spirit world, my dear friends. When it happens in spirit world, then to select a blueprint of a particular physical body they want to take, they come to the supracausal worlds, and they come to the causal world. Supracausal world is also a part of the higher evolved souls, my dear friends. So what is supracaus? Let's say supracaus then goes to the spirit worlds, all the three parts, like Tapoloka, Mahaloka, then comes to the Satyaloka. So these three worlds, then below that is the supracausal world. Supracausal, what happens is you choose a particular cause, supracaus. That means not the cause, not small cause, or not the little cause. You have a supra-cause, that is extra class. That means you decide a great reason for a rebirth. Okay, so that's what the infinite souls start doing it. Then comes to the causal world. Then we can prepare a blueprint. After preparing a blueprint of a body and all the organs, all the astral organs, I told you 19 numbers. It takes a blueprint. Then come to the mother womb, my dear friends. This is what happens, right? So what they do after coming over here, after coming to the earth planet, what they do all great karmas. They never mislead. Okay, they'll be aware. They are very conscious because it's a evolved soul. He never do any mistakes. It doesn't go through any kind of karmas, negative karmas, my dear friends. What it does, it teaches, it makes a lot of people evolve here. And then what will happen? After that, it will again leave back. Where it will go again? Directly to the spiritual world. It doesn't go through the like astral body, causal body, all these things will not happen, my dear friends. So directly either the supra-causal world and above, it directly goes to the spiritual, it enters into the spirit world, my dear friends. So then the other part is you have taken a birth because of your own past life karmas. There is something blueprint ready, prepared by your soul guide, with the help of soul guide, you prepared yourself, and then with your own mind. That means we create our own reality. That is whole good, even on the higher worlds and in the physical planet also, my dear friends. So there's always cause and effect like that. So what happens? You prepare the one blueprint, with the help of soul guide in the causal worlds, then you will be, so you have no entry to the supra-causal, all the other worlds, my dear friends, until you get a salvation, liberation, moksha, mukti, nirvana, all these things, right? Okay, then you came from the causal world, astral body, then goes to the physical body. That means it's to mother womb. So you come this way, this one path, there is other path, my dear friends. Okay, so there is a reincarnation, only two paths. Okay, so now you are into the mother womb, then came out of the mother womb, then on the physical planet, you do a lot of other things. Maybe you will become a great artist or a painter or a musician or a politician or a business person. You take a lot of experiences again here, from here. You do some negative karmas, positive karmas, all these things. Again, effect of that will experience in when you again do all these things. You lead all your life on the physical planet. Then you died. That means you passed away. Then you goes to again back to the other world, astral world, and experience all of them. So this is a continuous process, my dear friends. Friends, this is a summary of the reincarnation. So let's go to the next part is today. Let's have some sharing of your experiences, your own experiences in the whole session, my dear friends. So I will try to ask one by one. Then finally, we do the meditation. Okay, because we have only 2 classes today over. That tomorrow is the last class. So we'll try to have some kind of experiences and your the growth, what you observe in yourself in the entire session of the batch 1. This is session 1. We are going through. So let's start with one by one, and then do a meditation. We'll also have some holistic lifestyle tip. Then we'll end the session. Right. So Niranjan sir.
So good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yes.
Sir, ನೆನ್ನೆ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ?
Yes. Yeah. No, ಅಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅನಿಸ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನೌ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಟುಡೇ 20th day. Okay, that is the last day for us. So last day, tomorrow is the last day for us. That's a final day of a celebration. Okay, we have done 20 days continuously. We have done. We have participated. How did you feel? And what is the growth takes place in you? What are the changes observed in yourself?
So one thing I noticed, actually I have to get up early and start. I feel like I'm doing something better myself. Okay. There is a proud moment for me, like getting up first on time. That is very, very important. Without fail, whatever situation, I never missed a class.
Lifestyle changes. Yes.
Lifestyle changes. Yeah, definitely lifestyle changes.
Great.
And like how to calm down when a situation comes. Like how to handle difficulties. Many things I learned, and still learning. Not only, at least I'm in a track. I can say that. We have at least some kind of control in ourselves. How to control ourselves.
Right.
That is a basic thing.
Your spiritual wisdom also getting progress now.
True.
So because this is a separate science. Spiritual science is a shastra, adhyatmik shastra. Okay. One must read it to understand, but it is difficult to understand on your own.
True.
Yes.
That is the major things I noticed. And then at least if you get up early, then after this class, anyway, we have more time now to spend good time for others, like reading books or something. So many things. So many things. We have to continue that, because I'm not going to do that. Next class also I'll attend. Each
Yes.
class,
See, what
lifelong I
happens?
will get able.
I will tell you one thing. So one important thing is I told in the previous classes, right? Sravana, Manana, Nidhi Dhyasana. After that comes to Atma Sakshatkara. Atma Sakshatkara will never happen, in a all of a sudden or in a short span of time. It happens if you follow these three things. Okay, that is why I'm telling you. Anybody attends next session, right? And next session, every like you dedicate some time in
True.
your life, in your every day, one particular day, if you take 24 hours, right? In 24 hours, what you will do? 6 hours gone. Even if you go through sadhana and all, your the time amount of sleep time also reduces greatly, right? You might have observed, many of you might have observed this already.
True,
So
true,
you
true.
do more and more practice of meditation, what happens? You always have energy. You have a great amount of cosmic energy inside. Pranic energy is more. Then what will happen? You don't feel like sleeping, right? You'll always be doing some karma, some positive karmas, of course, no negative karmas. So because you got a method of understanding the life in a deeper perspective, spiritual perspective, the soul perspective. So you never commit a negative sins or negative deeds. So what happens is you got great energy, you always keep doing karmas, then you have a lot of time now. Because of highest amount of energy with you, you'll spend less time for the sleep, and of course you need to spend about 7 to 8 hours for your duty, and then comes to family, all these things. Minimum to minimum 2 to 3 hours you can get. Okay.
True.
So likewise, you must be always in the Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, then comes to the Atma Sakshatkara. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes. Ashok Babu, sir. So everybody must start speaking today. So they must express, and they should explain.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you and Mahavatar Foundation, and you are taking forward, and you have introduced new world. I mean, new life.
Yes.
It means that we were doing a lot of karmas. I mean, we doesn't recognize when we are living in our own style. So what we are doing when we come to saturated or real life, I mean spiritual life, everything is truth. Everything is truth. Whatever we do, we have to speak. We have to move our life with the true factors.
Correct.
When we are keeping the swartha, I mean selfish, so spirituality will not come to close to us.
Correct.
So you have introduced, I mean, you have given us opportunity. To me, you have shown the right path into the near real life. I am very thankful to you and your foundation, Sir Mahavatar Foundation. It has to grow. So like me, there are many people are waiting. They doesn't know the real life. So even I am trying to create awareness about your foundation to my friends and my family friends. So thank you so much, sir. I have enlightened, and I will be continue as in your society as a member, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Sir, one more thing, sir. Actually, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೀ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, but we have to come all of, at least we have to gather one day and look like, I have to see Guru, how to, you are a Guru for us, like, you're teaching so many things. We change our life. Okay. Then when we are not coming personally and say thanks, then I don't think so is complete ourselves. I don't know other people what you say, but I feel like we have to one day all our first batch people should gather and at least to say thanks to sir.
Yes, definitely. We'll have one session, sir. We'll conduct one session after these 21 days. One day we'll decide whether it's Saturday or Sunday. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll have 2-3 hour session at our center. Okay.
Okay.
Foundation.
Good thing, sir. Niranjan, sir. Good thing. Good thing. Good. This thing. I'll also cooperate with you, sir.
Sure. Because problem is I am trying to contact because I don't have a contact because only admin can see all the participants.
Yeah. True, sir. Sure, sir.
We'll declare one date and time. So in
Okay.
the WhatsApp group
Okay.
or batch group. So
Okay.
then all of us can assemble and we'll have a one-to-one session.
Sure,
One-to-one
sure,
session,
sure.
the physical session,
Yes,
what
sir.
happens is when one-to-one we all assemble and we are living in the group consciousness. So that works wonders.
Sure,
Sure.
sure. Because see,
Yes,
any child or anybody, if you're not appreciate their work, if you're not say thanks to your wife also when she's doing cooking a good food, then it's not complete, sir. It's not at all complete.
Definitely.
It's selfish. We are selfish.
Definitely. So that means,
Yes, sir.
so this physical session will conduct, sir. Definitely. Your session is great and we'll do that. Okay. So generally everybody, what happened that because of technology advancement, thanks for the technology also, we are all connected through technology. Otherwise, you don't know me and I don't know you, and many of us don't know each other.
True,
So
true, true,
technology
true,
has
true.
really connected, and thanks to the technology advancement, at the same time, we are also losing the physical conscious touch. Okay.
True,
So
true,
that's
true.
what more important when satsang happen physically one-to-one in the vicinity of the guru. What happens is we'll be in the consciousness of the guru, then you will reap many more benefits.
True, true, sir.
Yeah. Definitely, sir. We'll decide it.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you for that.
Yes. Yes. Hemant Mathad. Please express.
Yeah, sir. Good morning, sir. This is my husband name. I logged in his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sheila.
Yes, sir. Today's topic we learned a lot from how to behave. Everything is decided only. Yeah. Whatever it will happen, it is decided only. We no need to do anything. Whatever it's come, you have to go with the flow. That is very important, sir. Everybody will have to do that. I have to earn this, I have to make that. We will know lot of stress with we are going to do all the works. But God, everything is decided. Nothing is there in our hand. Sir, I have one doubt. If we are meditating, no, sir. If you are suffering some things, no, after meditation we can change our things, no, sir.
Definitely. That's what what happened. Dhyanadinda Jnana, Jnanadinda Mukti. Okay. So that means what happens is once you start getting realization, your awareness will improve. Great. Your awareness. So the Sakshi Bhava Sthiti, the awareness gets more and more. It gets tremendously improved. Okay. When your awareness gets so much improved, then you will become more conscious. Anything. When you are speaking also, you are without a purpose, you will not speak. Without a purpose, you never think, you never talk, you never do anything. So that's the kind of the awareness gets improved. That is prajna. So prajnanam brahma. Okay. So prajnanam brahma. So that will be totally like a flower in your life. So once that comes into your life, you'll be wonderful. Your life will be wonderful.
Sir, I want to know about Akashic records, sir.
Yes.
How can we read?
You read the book You Forever.
Okay.
Okay. You Forever. That is no death.
Okay, sir.
Which is written by Loksham Rampa. Tuesday, Loksham Rampa.
Sir, can you teach us, sir, how to read our books and?
Yeah, definitely. We'll tell you. So whatever the total spiritual wisdom you have taken in these 20 days as of now, by today, the entire summary, the spiritual wisdom you received through the sessions, which will help you to understand the book in a greater manner. You can understand very easily.
Yes, sir.
Now you are reading and your understanding will be the perceiving of the concepts inside that book. Very easily you can do it.
Yes, sir. You are covered lot of this topics, sir. If you are reading also, it will take lot of time. In 21 days, we learned a lot of things, sir.
Yes.
You touched a lot of topics, and we don't even doubt it, sir. Istone topics idea kaliyadiki anteli.
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ.
ಅದೇ sir.
This is, I think, not even 5%.
ಅದೇ ಸರ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ನಾವು we are feeling so much we are learned sir.
Correct. So continue the spiritual life. The spiritual life is the root. Your physical life is the fruit. Okay.
Okay sir, thank you so much sir.
Thank you. Yes. Mahadev Swami. Madhav Swami. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, actually, thank you for being a part of my life, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Actually, I have changed myself, sir, from last 20 days.
Yes.
I will also teach something to someone, which I can help to somebody.
Definitely. So
Actually,
you must share
first
with
thing,
others.
Yeah, sir. Actually, I have to share.
Yes. That's more important. That's called Seva Yoga. I explained in the part of 4 yogas are there. Dhyana Yoga, Swadhyaya Yoga, Satsanga Yoga, and then comes to Seva Yoga.
Yeah, sir.
You must be part of the Seva Yoga.
Okay, sir.
So you review my all videos which are available in Mahavatar TV. Okay.
Actually,
Mahavatar
forwarding.
TV. Yes. You forward them and share them, and also you also again and again read, watch it.
Okay.
Because this I told you again. So there is without a sadhana, without manana, without nididhyasana, you can never approach the self-realization. That's called Atma Sakshatkara. Okay. It happens only with these 3 steps again and again.
Okay, sir.
Doesn't matter. That's why I'm telling you, all of you must join again this session. You should not feel that, I already learned pyramid power. So why should, what should I learn again? What should I learn again? Why should I learn? No, never do that. So you'll watch the movie 3-4 times, right? Whenever you like it.
Yeah.
So the same thing like here.
Daily add.
Yeah. Right, correct. Add also. Many advertisement comes on Colgate. Some 100 times advertisement comes.
From my grandfather time, I think whenever the company started from there, day one they started. Still now they're not ended.
So likewise, so this must be repetitive in your life. What happens? Then this will go into your every cell. It reaches to your cell. Friends, you want to get transformation, it is not easy. Okay. At the same time, it's not difficult. It's not impossible. Okay. 2 things are there. It is not easy. It is not impossible. Okay. And it's very easy, very simple, and it's not impossible. So 2 polarities are there. One is very easy. The self-realization is very easy. Or Atma Sakshatkara is Mukti, Moksha. This is very easy. At the same time, it is difficult and it is not impossible. So you have to understand all these polarities. So only when you have continuous sadhana, the swadhyaya, satsanga, all these things, then it is easy for you. So it is difficult, it is impossible, because the way of life you are leading on this earth planet, that decides the impossibility of the self-realization. Okay. So once you are aware and be conscious, when you start doing meditation, everything will come. This awareness will improve. The prajna will come. Then obviously you can lead the great life on the earth planet, great life after death. Death after life is also great for you. Okay. Right.
Actually, one thing, sir. Actually, I was busy. I'm always busy before 21 days.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm making busy too easy, sir.
Yes. That is a transformation. That's a transformation.
Actually, I got calmness. Before that, I was like a short-tempered. No, actually, I'm always calmness, sir. Now, I got.
See, friends, this spiritual science is Adhyatmika Shastra. You must start teaching from the childhood.
Correct, sir.
Okay, it must be the sarcastic and the great sad part of it is not part of your syllabus.
That's the problem, sir. Yes.
That's the problem.
Actually,
the moment you introduce the syllabus into books and in the school level, what happened? They are declaring that it is as a Hindu religion, or they say that it is a Mata Tattva.
So actually, where Hindu, sir, even Christian, as said, like Jesus is a yogi.
Yogi, correct.
Then how come these people are misguiding or misleading?
That's what happening. That is what I am telling. The maturity of the society is at that level. So that is why you can't depend on society. You can't depend on a government.
You have to change ourselves and our families first.
Yes. First, be a change yourself.
Yes.
Yes, be a change. Okay? Then the entire change happens in your surroundings and the society level, the world, the entire cosmos will get into change. The nature also will get a lot of change. Nature gets the earth itself, its frequency, its vibration, everything will improve. You know what happens? One soul gets enlightenment on this earth planet. It adds to the highest the vibrations adds to the earth and as well as to the cosmos. One person get enlightened, my dear friends.
Yeah, anyway, one thing, sir, because I added only, like not happy because participants are very less. But next session, at least we have to make sure minimum 100 people, sir.
Yes.
That is we also support, sir. We also,
you have to do the prachara.
Yes, I will do that. 1%, 10%, like, we have to teach.
Every one of you bring 4 people, 3 people, whichever your near and dear ones, always involve them.
This is a gift, sir. Gift.
Yes.
Really, we are giving gift.
Right. So you'll be gifting a lot of materialistic things, right?
True.
Many materialistic things. You'll be gifting a good, ancient idols and all these things. You'll be giving many things, right? Okay.
True.
Car, bike, many things you'll be gifting on different occasions. But it is a gift for his life, entire life.
True, sir. Definitely will do, sir.
Yeah, please do that. So make that's gonna be a seva again for you. It's a seva.
No, that's why. That is the one learn and teach.
Yes.
Like to.
So punya karma.
Yes. Teach means at least you are not able to teach. At least you can guess. We'll make get
introduce them. Then they will come here. They'll learn a lot. And their whole life will be transformed, and then he became a human being. Now we are not human beings, my dear friends. We are not human beings. We are animal beings. We are acting like animal beings. We are leading like an animal life.
Sure.
We lost karuna. We lost prajna. What else is remained with us?
True, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Meera Murthy.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
No words to explain anything about this class, sir.
Yes.
What we have to practice, what we have to do in the life. Somewhere we will be stopped what to do. So we'll get some energy to start something and go forward from here.
Yes, correct.
We wanted a link somewhere which was left off. Now I got the link to start and proceed to the meditation or progress of our personal life.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that, sir.
Thank you. Everything will happen. The whole life gets transformed, and you'll be a great person to others and for yourself also. One thing, the self-torture is the great sin. The self-torture. For everything, some people I observe, for every small thing, they get into depression. They get into kind of the negative beliefs, the negative thinking will start. Then what happens? It is really a great torture. Now, himsa anta heltivalla. Himsa andre namma swahimsa andre ನಾವು ಹಿಂಸಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಾಗ ತುಂಬಾ ಒಂಥರ ಒಂದು great negative karma it is. You must not do that. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಿತ್ರ ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಗೂ ನಾವು ಗುರು ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಮಿತ್ರ ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫು ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಇರುವಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಅವ್ರ ಲೈಫ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನೀವು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಇರ್ತೀರೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ನಾವೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಥ್ರಿಕ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆರ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಆರ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀರಿ ವರ್ಡ್. ಆರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಯಸ್ಕಾಂತ, ವಿದ್ಯುತ್ ಅಯಸ್ಕಾಂತ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ, ನಿಮ್ ಸುತ್ತೂ ಇರುವಂತ ವಿದ್ಯುತ್ ಅಯಸ್ಕಾಂತ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ, ಅದೇ ನಾವು ಎಥ್ರಿಕ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾರೋ, ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗಿದ್ರಿ, ಮೆಂಟಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗಿದ್ರಿ, ಮೆಂಟಲಿ ಜಾಯ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರಿ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಬರುವಂತ ಆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂದ ಯಾರು ಸುತ್ತಮುತ್ತ ಇರ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, Without any reason, they become happy. That is why we go to the Guru, right? The why we go to the Guru and sit with him, a living master. You are just going in and touching his aura. That is enough for you to seek or to get all positive vibrations within you also, right?
Because whatever we read in the books or whatever we will implement in our life,
Yes.
we can't understand it with we will see in our view of point. If we learn from a guru means we'll learn lot of things. It may be experienced things, or it may be the through the books what the guru has learned. They will teach us in a practical manner, so we can learn it and get into the dhyana or some practical things easily.
Yes. So continue the same thing. And for next class, please share with others the next session. Next session is going to start from August 1st to 21st. Okay.
Okay, sir.
The next session will be August 1st to 21st again. So it will be started, but next time we would like to do little early also. I think
Yes, sir.
I would like to start at 5:30.
It will
5:30
be
to 7.
very good, sir.
5:30 to 7. Exact sharp 7 will close.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Otherwise,
We can also
satsanga is
join
missing.
this,
Yeah.
We can also join
Really,
this.
Yeah.
Now
Next session, everybody join.
Lifelong we can join as long as
So as long as Mahavatar Foundation is conducting, right? You keep joining. I told you that. Adre ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು ಶ್ರವಣ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಮನನ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದೀವೋ ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅವಾಗ ನಾನು ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಡೈವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಟಾಪಿಕ್. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರೋ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಣ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಅದು ಮರೆಯಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನಿನ್ನೂ ಮರೆಯಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ.
ಅದು ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ
That is called ಆತ್ಮಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ಕಾರ.
ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಟಾರ್ಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ನಮಗ್ ರಿಯಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ನಮಗ್ ಟಾರ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ನಮಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವು ಸರಿ. ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಮೆಡಿಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಕೂರ್ತೀವಿ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಕೂರ್ದಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ, ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ, ನಮ್ ಆಸೆ ಏನು, ನಮ್ಮ ಇಷ್ಟ ಏನು, ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನು ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಗ್ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್, why is it torture, that also we couldn't identify.
That also nobody knows. Many people don't know this.
That is what I am telling. ಅದು ಟಾರ್ಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಯಾರು ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ವಿತೌಟ್ ಗುರು we can't learn anything.
ಹೌದು. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಸರ್ ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದ್ 25 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಯೋಗ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಬಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟೈಮ್, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ, ಎಷ್ಟ್ ದಿನ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ. ಇಂತ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರು ಸಿಗ್ಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ ಗುರು ಸಿಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾರು ಈ ತರ ನೋಡಿ 5:30 ಹೇಳೇನ್ ಸಾಕು ಎದ್ದು ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಾವು ರೆಡಿ ಇದ್ದು, ಮೆಂಟಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು. ಸಮ್ ಒನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ಸರ್. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಏನೋ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೇಜಿನೆಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಮನೇಲಿ ಯಾರೋ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವಿ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಸಮ್ ಒನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಕಾಲ್ ಅಸ್, ಟೆಲ್ ಅಸ್ ಟು ವೇಕ್ ಅಪ್, ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಬಂದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ 5:05 ಎದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆಡಿ ಆಗಿ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್
ಇದೊಂಥರ ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ.
ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್, ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ನಾವು 1% ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇನ್ನೂ 199% ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು.
ಇಗ್ನಿಷನ್.
ಹೌದೌದು.
ಇಗ್ನಿಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಗಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ.
ಫೈರ್.
ಯೋಗ ಇಸ್ ದ ಇಗ್ನಿಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು.
ಇಗ್ನಿಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಬಟ್ 5 to 6:30 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಸರ್. ಮುಗ್ದೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಸರಿ. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸಿಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್.
6:30 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೇನ್ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು 4 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ. ನನ್ಗೆ ಡೌಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನಾವ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡಿ ಸರ್, ಯಾರು ಹೂ ವಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. ನಮಗ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದಾಗ ಈಗ ನಾವು ನೀವಿರೋ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯನಾ ಸರ್? ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ At least
you can come now slowly. 5:30 will start. We'll see later.
First
Next
we'll
third batch.
start with the 5:30. 5:30 to 7 ಇಡೋಣ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಎವ್ರಿ ಮಂತ್ 21 days ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಈಗ ಹೊಸವ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ಗೆ ಹೊಸವ್ರು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಎಂಕ್ವೈರೀಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದನೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ನೀವು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ಬೇಕು. ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಈ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಈ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನ ಪ್ರಯಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸೇವಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಕರ್ಮ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಲೈಫ್, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಡೆತ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಹವ್ ಡನ್ ವೆರಿ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಕರ್ಮ ಹಿಯರ್. ಪುಣ್ಯ ಕರ್ಮ ಯು ಹವ್ ಡನ್.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, పుష్ప అవరా చెప్పండి మా పుష్ప, చెప్పండి మీ యొక్క ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ చెప్పండి, మీ అనుభవం చెప్పండి.
Hello, sir.
Yes, my dear friend.
I am the son of my mother, Pushpa. As I am doing meditation with my mother, I am learning so many things, and I am being calm.
Very great.
I know Bhagavad Gita 18 chapters, sir.
Very good.
Oh, great. 18 chapters, you know.
Yes, sir.
Oh, see, friends, we're all here in the Zoom session. Just listen to him and take inspiration. Inspiration. We all need to take inspiration.
True, sir. We are feeling like we're not learning anything.
We must learn from the kids and children. Children are called as a god. So how fast we learned, you see, all 18 chapters.
Great.
Now we are in the nitty-gritties of basics of spirituality. We are learning right now.
True,
Yes.
sir.
Great, ma. You continue. Now you learn Bhagavad Gita. You do more practice of meditation now.
Okay,
You
sir.
must become a great world teacher. You must become world teacher.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you must become a world teacher. You must teach everybody on the earth planet. Whatever you learn Bhagavad Gita, you learn now. Practice of meditation you must do now. That's more important now.
Okay, sir.
Yes, good. What class you are studying?
4th standard, sir.
4th standard. You see, 4th standard.
You see, 4th standard, yes.
Imagine. So
you have to appreciate parents, sir.
Yes. So
We are the backbone of them.
Really. So actually, this is because of his Purva Janma Sukruta also. It doesn't come so easily. Purva Janma Sukruta. At this age, anything, remember one thing, anything happen, anything you notice, below 5 years, whatever you notice, that's all because of Purva Janma Sukruta. It gets flowered. It gets out of them. The fragrance. When flower blossom, what happened? The fragrance will come out. So that's what happened during these years. The primitive stage of the physical earth, the physical life that comes out, that stay with them, they go on improve that.
Okay, sir.
Yes, ma. Yes.
Thank you, Pa.
Right. Sumangala.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma.
Hello. Sir,
Yes,
namaste, sir. Sir, thank you so much, sir. Actually, because of some technical and personal things, I could not attend on time. Yesterday I was traveling, but still in the bus, I attended the session, which is given by one of the Mahan Guru, I forgot the name, but he said how one has to realize and one has to feel like we are very important. ನಾನು ಎಂಬುದು ಈ ಜಗತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಿನ್ನೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಜೊತೆಗೆ you said about the food style, how we have to use the oils, what type of oil, and regarding the the white part of the food contents, how we have to use it in our day-to-day life, and so many other things also you have told. like how we need to be in our day-to-day life. We have to control our balanced situations. And whenever I get a time, sir, really in the day-to-day life, like whenever I just go to my work, in between also I start doing meditation since from past 15
that's very
days.
important. That's a great thing.
Because early morning, because of some personal things, no, we cannot attend on time and we cannot do also. So that thing we can replace in the daytime.
During the daytime,
Yes,
yes. So
yes,
as you go on practice, more and more practice will bring the more and more perfection in your life. Okay.
correct, sir. Correct, sir. So many things actually it will be revolving, sir. Yes, sir. It will be revolving our
mental
mind.
perfection.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, as you said, like whenever yesterday also, I just on your recording, you have shared in the group. So that also I was just listening and doing my things with the system and all. Anyway, sir, thank you so much for your precious, the concepts which you are giving. It's very, very playing a very important role in our day-to-day life, sir. Because every day it's like just like a wonder or any challenge where we have to go and seek the outside world, sir. Because everybody will have their own dimensions. We can't change everybody. At least we need to be happy, and we have to go in.
Correct. So once always remember, the transformation begins from you, that is within you. Within you, whatever the transformation begins, the whole cosmos responds to you. The whole cosmos bring the depends upon your own inner things.
Proper track.
We explained you earlier also, thought power. Thought power was the great concept. Okay. Again, watch the video once again. Thought power.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll watch it, sir.
Sure, sure.
Yes, sir. We will.
Next session, try to invite your friends, near ones, dear ones, right? So it's very, very important. Okay. Yes. Let's all do this seva in a big way. Let's all do this seva in a big way.
Yes.
So it's only your word of mouth, nothing else.
Anyway, correct, sir. Correct. Yes. The way we are going to express our feelings, and they just come and join. There is no doubt about it, sir. Yes. So these are the things actually which is really required now, sir.
Yes. You have to share only these things. All other things, whatever we get in WhatsApp, lot of unnecessary things comes every day. Okay, the people are sharing that kind of things also. So these are the great these spiritual practice, spiritual wisdom which you are sharing with others. So that's the greatest service out of any other service on this earth planet. So instead of Annadana, Gnanadana is more and more important. The highest dana what you can do in this world is a Gnanadana. Okay. Right. So
yes,
then Varsha.
Sir, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma. Thank you. Varsha.
Thank you so much, sir. Good morning, all.
Good morning.
मैं आपसे पर्सनली बात किया ही है. बहुत रिलैक्स लगता है. आपका साउंड से तो दिन चालू होता है. बहुत हैप्पी फील करती है. और आपका भी सब जन शायद से ग्रुप पे सब तेलुगु में महाराष्ट्रियन है. और बीच में तेलुगु रहता है, वो मैं थोड़ा थोड़ा समझ के लेती कैसा तो. और फील करती. बॉडी तो कूल.
Once you learn, yes.
बॉडी कूल फील कर रही है. बहुत स्ट्रेस रहता है मुझे लाइफ में. कर रही है. और नेक्स्ट सेशन आपका 5:30 भी ज्वाइन करने का ही है. आपका जो सेशन रहेगा अगले का, तो वो मेडिटेशन के टाइम मुद्रा के साथ किया तो अच्छा है. आप बोल के देंगे 15 मिनट में, 10 मिनट में मुद्रा चेंजेस करके तो अच्छा होगा. मैं भी ट्राई कर रही हूँ. मुद्रा करेगी ना तो बॉडी में कुछ तो वाइब्रेशंस समझ में आता है, कुछ तो हो रहा है करके.
Great. So continue your life, and in your life you continue the practice, continue the swadhyaya, sajana sangatya. Sajana sangatya will happen in everyday class without any doubt. You will have that one sajana sangatya will always happen. Swadhyaya, It will happen by your own reading of books. Okay. Then Dhyana. Dhyana means the sadhana. Sadhana also you can practice at your home itself. Whenever you are, you make some time available. So the fixed time, fixed place. Friends, you also have one secret is wherever one particular place you choose. Okay. Always in your house, don't choose so many places to do meditation. Choose one place, choose one particular time, or if you have more time, you have any time. If you are not a convenience, then you can do any time, not a problem. But if you have convenience, choose one place, choose one time. That helps for sadhana in a great manner. Yes.
और सर आपका जो था डेजेस का मेरे से डिलीट हो गया बोली थी, तो आपने यूट्यूब पे लिंक दिया, लेकिन उसका 15-16 डेजेस का लिंक नहीं मिल रहा है मुझे. उसमें थॉट्स का
you go through if you want music, I'll share, ma. Otherwise, you for all the spiritual wisdom, every day class, it is recorded and kept on the YouTube channel Mahavatar TV. Please watch that. Okay, please watch it. Again, I'm telling you. So you must do Sravana, Manana. Manana means repetition, repeating the same again and again. It is imbibed into your cellular level. Once it comes to cellular level, nobody can change it. You know how this terrorist will train the people? That is the way they practice. That's why they are ready to they are ready to lose their life, but they won't go beyond that. They never leave the mission of killing other opponent.
Day 15 और 16 का
So
नहीं YouTube पे. Day 15 और 16 का YouTube पे link.
Yeah, everything. So you go through the WhatsApp, sorry, Mahavatar TV, you will get all the videos, all these 21 days will be there. Okay. And you practice more and you teach once the next session, my dear friends, by next session, next 21 days also you go through, you can start teaching others also. You can definitely start. Now also you can share the whatever you little wisdom at least you received. At least you know sadhana, how to practice sadhana. If you're able to give the spiritual wisdom, if you're not able to teach others, all the spiritual concepts, you may not be able to teach until you get perfection, right? So that's why next session is important for you to get instilled all the spiritual wisdom inside you, so that you also can start teaching others. But at least you know sadhana now. You know the meditation procedure and technique. So start teaching this to near and dear ones inside the house and out of your house, near and neighbors and all these people. So start teaching them. They'll also come out of the miseries, sufferings, mental, physical, all social sufferings. They come out of it. They can mold their life on their own. That is the tool. Meditation is the self-molding tool. Okay. So anyway, and also you do prachara, whatever possible, like this, and then in Pune, Maharashtra, where you are living, Varshaji. So start doing this, and if you need an assistance, you can come out to our Mahavatar Foundation Bangalore, or if you have more people, we will come there and conduct the session. Physical session I'll give you. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma. Thank you. Yes. Yogesh Avara. I think Yogesh Avara. Okay. Friends, so I think yes, today's session, the last but one, the day, ending day is tomorrow, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll have once again, some more people who join, who have missed today. They have to share their experiences, right? Throughout the session, how did they feel and what kind of the transformation taken place inside of everyone, which is a kind of a motivation to others to get into the practice more and more. So that's why we always recommend expressing yourself is more important after every session. That's why we ask you experiences, right? So friends, so today we try to understand one holistic wellness related and one holistic lifestyle tip. Friends, everybody use the salt. What salt we are using? So try to understand. Salt, namak, okay? So the salt what we are using is as simple as we are using the iodized salt. This salt powder, no? Supplied by Tata, so such kind of a big companies, Tata brand. So you feel that I'm using the Tata brand salt. Yes, correct. You're using it. What is happening? What is inside there? That you have to understand. So what they do is, so they use this kind of something called iodine to process, to make it, the powder, the whiteys and all these things. They do it. But what happens is it loses its actual nature. Okay, so you don't get actually what you need to get to your body. So whatever lavanamsha, that whatever the particular element, so the salt, actual salt which you need to receive, that chemical element is missing. Okay, so and also because of the treatment of chemical treatment of that particular salt, the chemical comes into your body. That's what is happening. It is causing all the kind of problems inside your body, my dear friends. So stop using it. Stop using it. Go to something called Saindava Lavana. So this is actually extracted from Himalayan rocks. It's called rock salt. Okay, start using it. It's a very powerful and very healthy for the whole holistic health. That is one of the major ingredient, my dear friends. Because without salt, we are not going to cook any food. All the food is cooked with the salt. Every food for that matter, almost a cooked food will have some or other kind of salt, except the salads and all these things. Okay, so use Saindava Lavana in the place of the iodine salt, the powder salt. Okay, packet salt. Come out of that practice. So you will get the Saindava Lavana from your nearby organic stores and the nature products people who are selling. Please purchase it and use it. And at the same time, the salt has got the highest benefits. Like even the salt, you see some salt you keep in your corner of the house or something. So it has got such a wonderful capability. Spiritual perspective. If you see, it absorbs all the negative energies. It absorb and keep it. Then what will happen after keeping for one day or 2 days, whatever? So you can throw it. Many of the times in olden days and even in our childhood, our mother used to take salt and then she do some disti. Many have experienced already, right? So the same thing, the salt is having such a power that it cleans your aura. That's why what we recommend is, most of the meditators and masters who are growing spiritually, every day one particular time you take salt bath, friends. Salt bath is such a daily practice, is a great practice, I can tell you, which will heal, which will take away all negative vibrations from your aura. So whatever the negative vibrations you picked up in the earlier day and before day and throughout your throughout your life, whatever you are picking day to day, these negative vibrations, because all surrounding you, there are not a lot of negative vibrations are going on, because the society is like that. So there's no transformation, there's no realization in the society, right? So that is why these negative energies. So because we are the web of the energy, my dear friends. We are not the so-called physical body, or it appears like a gross body, physical body, but we are the energy form. We are the energy beings living in the physical body. Okay, that means we are all the form of energy. So that means we are the web of energy. The entire world is a web of energy. So we are directly living in the web of energy. Obviously, all that interactions happens, like the crisscrossing, the energy going from one entity to other entity, one body to other body. So we are connected with the web of energy. Hence, you will be picking up negative vibrations, negative energies, everything you will be picking up on a daily basis. To cleanse that, the salt bath is so highly recommended. Okay, so try to use it. So friends, any question on the subject? Anybody is having any question on the salt bath or something? So salt plays so important role, my dear friends.
Salt
Yes.
Salt
ಯಾವ salt?
ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಫಿಸ್ಟ್ಫುಲ್.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ಬಕೆಟ್ಗೆ
ಒಂದು ಫಿಸ್ಟ್ಫುಲ್ ಹಾಕಿ ನೀವು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಾಗೆ ಸ್ಟೀರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಸ್ಟೀರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು ಬಾತ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಓಕೆ,
ವಾಮ್ ಬಾತ್ ಅಲ್ಲ.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಬಾತ್ ಬಂದೇನಂದ್ರೆ ಹೆಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಓಕೆ
ಸರ್, ನಾವು ಸರ್ ಸಾರಿ, ಮನೆ ಒರೆಸೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಸರ್, ಮನೆ ಒರೆಸ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್
ಸಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವಾಟರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ,
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರಿಶಿನ ಪುಡಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಒರೆಸ್ತೀವಿ ಸರ್. ತುಂಬಾ
ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್.
ಸರ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎವ್ರಿ 1 week ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಲೋಟ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಟೀ ಕುಡಿಯೋದು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎವ್ರಿ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಈಗ ಹುಣ್ಣಿಮೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಮಾವಾಸ್ಯೆಗೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದು ಮತ್ತೆ ರೀಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ವಾಶ್ ಬೇಸಿನ್ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಅದು ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆಚ ಕಡೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡಿ, ವಾಶ್ ಬೇಸಿನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
Yes, great, ma. That's what these were the practice, ancient practices. One must continue.
Yeah.
Sanatana Dharma, everything is defined. Friends, we are so fortunate. We are born in India, but we lost the Bharati Tattva is gone. Our Hindutva Tattva, that is way of life. Hindutva is not a religion, my dear friends. It is a way of life, science of life, I can say. We lost it. At least now we start regaining it back to our lives. So that is why all these practices are not written by a common people. These practices are written and scripted, documented on the Talapatra Gandhas, written by great Munis and Rishis. They designed a small part of your life. They designed a small part, from tiny part to the big part. They've written everything. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Wheel is already invented. You just use it. Bring into your practice, that's all. Yes. Okay. So friends, thank you very much for joining this session, and we'll be meeting the final day tomorrow. And so namaste, signing off. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.